My beloved brothers and sisters, Islam teaches us to be kind, patient and forgiving, but Islam never asked you to allow anyone, including family, to harm your heart. Some people confuse patience with silence and forgiveness with accepting toxic behavior. But the Prophet ﷺ never tolerated injustice, disrespect or emotional harm, even when it came from those closest to him. There comes a point when you must protect your heart, your dignity, and your mental peace, because Allah does not want you to be oppressed. He does not want you to be disrespected. He does not want you to carry pain that others keep causing. Whether it's a family member, a friend, or anyone else, toxic behavior is never acceptable in Islam. You can love people and still have boundaries. You can forgive them and still distance yourself. And you can be patient without allowing your soul to be destroyed. Your kindness should not become a doorway for someone else's cruelty. Islam forbids oppression even if it comes from those you love. Islam teaches mercy, compassion and patience, but these virtues are never meant to justify oppression. Many people tolerate harmful behavior from loved ones because they believe staying silent is piety. But in Islam, oppression is forbidden no matter who commits it. Whether it comes from a stranger or from your own blood, Allah does not allow you to accept injustice. Your relationship with Him is more important than your fear of disappointing people who mistreat you. Sometimes the hardest oppression to recognize is the kind that comes from those closest to you. Family members may use love, culture, or status to justify their harm, expecting patience to cover their wrongdoing. But Allah sees every injustice, and He never commands you to remain silent when your heart and dignity are being crushed. A believer is patient, yes, but not at the cost of allowing harm to continue. When oppression comes from loved ones, it confuses the heart. You begin to question your worth, your intentions, even your sanity. But Islam brings clarity. Oppression is a sin, not a misunderstanding. A toxic behavior is wrong even if the person doing it is your parent, sibling, spouse, or relative. Your duty is to honor them, but honoring does not mean tolerating cruelty. You are allowed to step back, set limits, and protect your heart. Allah does not want you to carry wounds that others refuse to stop causing. He does not want your kindness to become a doorway for someone else's destructive behavior. Oppression from family can feel heavier because it comes wrapped in expectations. Respect me, obey me, don't speak up. But respect in Islam is never a blank check for someone to harm you. Respect must be mutual and boundaries must be honored. Too often, people weaponize religious teachings to silence the oppressed. They tell you patience means enduring mistreatment, forgiveness means accepting abuse, and family ties mean allowing emotional harm. But this is not Islam, this is misuse of religion. The Prophet ﷺ never told a believer to remain in harm's way. He stood against injustice even when it came from his own tribe, his own family, his own people. Oppression in any form, emotional, verbal, financial or physical, is forbidden in Islam. You are not obligated to endure insults, manipulation, humiliation or disrespect just because the person is related to you. Allah is more just than to command you to tolerate a pain that destroys your well-being. You can honor family with distance, with boundaries, with dignity. Staying silent in the face of injustice is not patience, it is self-harm. When oppression comes from loved ones, many people stay because they fear causing conflict or being judged. But protecting yourself is not a sin. Harming someone is. Allah will not question you for leaving a toxic environment. He may question you for enabling oppression by staying silent. Your heart is an amana from Allah, and you are responsible for safeguarding it even from your own family. Allah condemns oppression so strongly that He declared it forbidden upon Himself. If the Creator refuses to wrong His creation, how can He ask you to accept wrongdoing from others? Islam is a religion of justice, not blind obedience to harmful behavior. When someone hurts you intentionally, the wrong belongs to them, not to you. You are not guilty for setting limits, they are guilty for crossing them. Many families normalize toxic patterns because it has always been this way. But Islam did not come to preserve harmful traditions, it came to correct them. You are not commanded to keep repeating the cycles of pain your parents or grandparents endured. Islam gives you the right to break generational harm even if others don't understand. Allah knows your intention and He supports the oppressed, not the oppressor. The Prophet ﷺ said, help your brother, whether he is the oppressor or the oppressed. How do you help the oppressor? By stopping them from committing oppression. This means that challenging harmful behavior is not disrespect, it is mercy. It helps the oppressor recognize their wrongdoing before they accumulate sin. You are not harming them by setting boundaries. You are helping them reform. When you tolerate oppression silently, you unintentionally allow it to grow. Just as injustice spreads in society when left unchallenged, it spreads in families when ignored. Your silence may protect temporary peace, but it destroys